Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. We are at the Citadel Tower, near the Council Chambers. Yeah, we've come full circle pretty much in this game. Chasing Saren across the galaxy, killing his Geth, finding clues, assembling them, figuring out finally that that conduit isn't a weapon after all, it's just a way to get back here. Of course, getting here ended up being pretty damn important after all, because it turns out the Citadel isn't really a well, it is a station, but it's also a mass relay. It doesn't really look like one, but it is one. And the Reapers use it like twice every 50,000 years to get into or out of dark space. So, yeah, keeping this thing from activating is probably a pretty damn good idea. Yeah. Let's look at the journal one last time. You have followed Saren to the Citadel. He is trying to transfer control of the station to Sovereign, so the Reaper invasion can begin. You must stop him and find a way to destroy Sovereign once and for all. So yes, we need to save the Citadel, and by extension save the galaxy. I'm gonna guess a little bonus pay will be in my paycheck this week if I pull this off. That would be good. So yeah, Saren should be over there. Now the fact that the relay isn't open yet either means that it's not easy to do, meaning it's not just a button you push, or Saren's making the ultimate of bad guy mistakes, and he's waiting for us to arrive there so he can actually show us how much of a badass he is. Those usually don't end well, so I'm kind of hoping that's what he's doing. Ladies, okay, you decided not to join me. Actually, you probably didn't get out before the door closed. It's okay, I am a fully optimized sentinel, and I have sniper training and a pretty damn good sniper rifle. So you guys just take a break. I'll be taking care of business here for a little bit. Yeah, I think taking the sniper rifle was a pretty damn good choice, particularly for a guy who really is more into story than into combat. And being able to actually take out enemies before they even see me, that's pretty sweet. And look, these enemies are still making their same mistakes they've always been making. They're shooting at my torso, which is in cover, rather than at my head, which is out of cover. You guys are so cute, because you're such big dumb robots. Wasn't it Ash who said that these stairwells would make good defensive positions if we ever were attacked? Yeah, she wouldn't be hiding back there behind that door, would she? She'd be right here by my side. I miss you too, Ash. So yeah, I actually think we're done fighting Geth, so I'm going to do a little switch here. I'll get a gift from the fight. Yeah, I've been using tungsten, of course, and I'm going to switch now to Shredder. Because last I checked, Saren was still Turian. Though, as you'll see, he is becoming less and less organic as time goes on. So I'm going to actually put my squad mates into Inferno runs. That way there's a guarantee of damage being done, extra damage, just in case Saren is actually considered by the game as more synthetic. I'm going to switch out her combat objects, which she doesn't need anymore, and give her extra damage from frictionless materials, which is good. Alright. Oh, and look, they brought their barricades too. Not that it did them much good. Alright, hopefully my squad mates will join me, if indeed Saren is up here, as I suspect. Oh, and there he is.
I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
Uh-huh. You were waiting for us, weren't you?
Had to wipe out a few hundred of your followers along the way. Sorry if I kept you waiting.
You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I'm heading to that master control panel and you can't stop me.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
That's curious. On Vermeer, we had, well, we could have had an option to plant a seed of doubt in him. We didn't have the persuasion skills then, but so he retained his cocky attitude, and but somehow Sovereign has upgraded him despite that. So Sovereign doesn't trust him entirely. I find that interesting.
You let Sovereign implant you? Are you insane?
You don't understand, Shepard. There is a place for organics in the New Order. The Reapers need men and women of action. People like us. Sovereign recognizes your value. You've impressed it. Surrender to the Reapers, and you will be spared. Join us, and we can find a place for you.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sovereign respects you because you haven't done a certain little thing he's asked you to do. Otherwise, I'm not buying it.
Sovereign's controlling you through your implants. Don't you see that?
The relationship is symbiotic, organic and machine intertwined, a union of flesh and steel. The strengths of both, the weaknesses of neither. I am a vision of the future, Shepard. The evolution of all organic life. This is our destiny. Join Sovereign and experience a true rebirth.
And there we are again, evolution being used badly. Yeah, Sovereign told us that he was the pinnacle of evolution, which made no sense. He's a machine. Here, Saren is saying that he's the future, the evolution of all organic life, because he's got these implants in him. That's even sillier. Oh well. We can beat them requires 12 charm points. They'll betray you requires 12 intimidate points. Yeah, we're not going to be even close to that. The reason it's high, these numbers are high for me, is that we were unable to charm or intimidate Saren there at Vermeer. Back then it was 7 points charm, 7 points intimidate. And if you were able to take that charm or intimidate option then here you would only require 9 points charm or 9 points intimidate. It's just one of those weird things where a distant persuasion option actually affects a future one. That's really the only effect. This charm or intimidate option actually has quite a profound impact here. It will finally convince Saren that he is indoctrinated and he's lost cause in a sense. And he will take care of himself in quite dramatic fashion. It's worth watching, and it's rewarding too. Yeah, if you are able to charm him here, you get 24 paragon points and XP. If you're able to intimidate him, you get 25 renegade points and XP. The XP is like a thresher maw kill, so for me it's over 2,000 XP. I'm really kind of annoyed by that. In fact, yeah, you can't avoid fighting Saren 3 times. That's another thing that comes out of this, is that the charm or intimidate actually avoids a fight, because he deals with himself in quite dramatic fashion, as I mentioned. So we're going to have to fight, unfortunately. And that's why I've listed that one under annoying, because it's a bit of extra work for no reward, really. Oh well, I mean, he is a boss of sorts, but really, as bosses go in this game, not the hardest one.
I'd rather die than live like that.
Then you will die. And your companions. Everyone you know and love. Everyone you've ever met. Don't you understand? You will all die. The Reapers can't be stopped. Not by the Protheans. Not by you. The cycle always continues.
So yes, we can go round and around with this over here, but there's nothing that's going to work. So let's just fight and get this over with.
I'm done arguing with you. Let's end this.
You should have joined Sovereign when you had the chance.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, certain things. most biotics won't work here, but a lot of tech will. Where are you? Way down there. As long as I can keep spamming powers down there, that's all I care about. Tali, why don't you use Marksman 2 while we're at it? Warp. Yep, we're all overheated now. Yep. Yep. Yep, Saren can do that. He's pretty good at sabotaging. I'm actually kind of surprised he's not chasing us. But yeah, this is a fairly long overheat. Do I have to go down there? Damping, sabotage, warp, marksman, overload. More overload. He's close to being dead. Tali, you think you could... There we go. Look at my face. That is a big shard of glass. And is that blood or motor oil leaking out there? How did that symbiosis thing go for you? Yeah, look what I get. I get 1 Metagel and some inventory out of the fight. Yeah, thanks a lot, game. And look at this inventory. Talk about adding insult to injury. This is all level 1 or tier 1 gear. Boy, does the game have fun ways of punishing you. Yeah, at least I get 12 Omnigel out of that. Not that I was really needing it. Oh well, we got through a pretty tough fight. He can be kind of sneaky with that. You can see him right down there with the glass sticking out. And we have access now to the control panel. If you remember, Vigil gave us a data file we can use, and indeed we will. This really is the last chance you have to do a manual save, and it's a really good time to make sure your inventory is right where you want it and all that. We're pretty much ready. So, yeah, let's do this.
Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick! Open the station's arms. Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down before he regains control of the station.
See if you can open a communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
I'm here, Joker.
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Andurra sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
Are you sure about this, Shepard? Human casualties will be very high if you send your fleet in now.
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign is a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
True. That's why you can't waste reinforcements trying to save the Council. You must hold them back until the Citadel arms open up and the human fleet can go after Sovereign.
What's the order, Commander? Come in now to save the Ascension, or hold back?
Yeah, and here we are once again being asked to make a decision that is way above our pay grade. Where the hell is Hackett? Is he on the John or something? And notice this. Basically, Joker's given us a choice of 2, and yet we got 3 choices here. Save the Council, concentrate on Sovereign, or let the Council die. I mean, in no place does Joker say, do you want me to, you want us to just leave the Council to die? I mean, basically, are we going to hold back to concentrate on Sovereign, or are we going to go in and try to save the Ascension? So yeah, I mean, the first time you play this game, these choices seem pretty bigger than life in a way. I mean, the Council is this head of, all of Council space, trillions of lives basically, and if you want galactic stability, you kind of need them around, right? Sovereign is a giant, ridiculously big threat that has to be dealt with no matter what. So you would want to make sure that you had the most firepower against that threat as possible, right? So that's really what it boils down to here. So here are the factors that are in play for me. First of all, though, let's go through the rewards for each. Saving the Council gives you 28 paragon points, and if you add that to my 302, that gives you 330. That is exactly the number you need to have a full paragon bar. So I could become a full paragon shepherd. Here, letting the Council die gives you 29 renegade points. With my 312, that comes up to 341. That is more than I need to get a full renegade bar. So I could also be a full renegade shepherd. Concentrate on Sovereign gives you 8 paragon and 9 renegade at the same time, which is unusual. But in that case, neither one of those will bring my bar up to full. So I actually will end up just as a renegade shepherd, but not with a full bar. So I'm not going to use that one. So it really boils down to save the Council or let the Council die. I mean, here's the part that kills me too. Once you know this game, once you've played through and see all the cutscenes here, you know that that this spot in the game is where it's really geared for Paragon. It was designed for that playthrough because saving the Council doesn't really affect your ability to take down Sovereign. It's just a fact. And so why wouldn't you save the Council if you could do both? So yeah, I don't know. So here's what it's boiling down to for me. Council members themselves. The Salarian I actually like. I think he's level-headed, I think he's pretty smart, and he makes good choices. Turian I really don't like, especially with the Novaria part that we missed, where he's mad at you no matter what. No, the world could go do without him. The Asari I don't really get warm or fuzzy for her. So it kind of all balances out. That the Council makeup doesn't really factor into my decision here. The Ara is a factor here because the Destiny Ascension is her ship. It's her flagship of her people. There's a good chance she knows somebody there, or knows somebody who knows somebody there. By not going in and saving them, are we condemning them? That's a factor in it. Moreover, this is speaking of the Ascension. Why isn't this thing being more proactive, more offensive? I don't know. Maybe it's just the Asari way or something. But didn't we hear on the Citadel at one point in the game that the Asari, that ship had more firepower than all of the Asari fleet combined? So that either means that it's a really big, strong ship, or the Asari fleet's kind of weak. I don't know. Are they just defensive and they don't do offensive things? I don't know. But that gun is supposed to be pretty damn powerful. And they said that the main drive was offline and some defenses are down, but they didn't say anything about the gun being offline. So I'm a little suspicious. I'm wondering why they aren't going to use it. Or yeah, I don't know. Next factor. Am I a renegade or a paragon? I mean, with this choice, I will become one or the other. And do I want to go into Mass Effect 2 as a paragon or as a renegade? That is a factor. And then finally, is there novelty in this as well? Can I carve a path that is not as commonly seen in these playthroughs? I'm not sure about that. But I have made my decision, and factoring all of these factors in to play, I've decided I want to be a renegade, and I'm really sorry, Liara, if there's somebody there you know. My hope is maybe that the Ascension will actually fire up its gun and take care of itself. We shall see.
Hold off, Joker. We're not sacrificing human lives to save the Council. Keep our ships back until they can get a shot at Sovereign.
A sacrifice for the greater good. I only pray it is not made in vain.
All Alliance ships, hold formation. Wait for a shot at Sovereign. Nothing else matters. I repeat, nothing else matters.
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements.
It's the Alliance! Open a comm channel! This is the Ascension. We're taking heavy damage. Guardian defenses are over... Kinetic barriers are offline.
Commander, they closed the channel.
Come on, use that gun. Oh.
Make sure he's dead.
He's dead.
I am Saren, and this station is mine.
So even though he's still marked as Saren, it's clearly not Saren anymore. Saren died, but presumably the implants live on. Alright, everyone's in pistols. Damping. Lift. And warp, please. Yeah, you'll find that the lift is one of the most effective tools here. Throw isn't bad either, though it's very short-lived. Alright, so that and that. Tali, why don't you start wailing in on him too? Nice.
Sovereign's too strong! We have to pull back!
Negative. This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
Okay, so yeah, part 2 of the fight. His health hasn't recharged, but his shields have, and all of our powers have too, which is pretty nice. Alright, I want Tali to dampen, I want warp, and I want sabotage again. Oops, actually what I wanted was lift. Oops, did I get lift off? Yes, I did. Alright, Tali, you can use ours lift, please. And a little overload. Alright, I need to interrupt this fight, believe it or not. Yeah, sorry. First things first. Remember I said about the Omni tools. If I want to preserve Omni tools for a potential replay, I've got to de-equip them. It's one of the little bugs in this game. So if I want all these savants, I gotta go back to our blue wires. Okay. Yep. So now if I replay, I'll have all those available to me, which is good. And the other thing I want to do really quickly is yeah, just kind of show that my renegade bar is full. Just what I liked. This is my final squad screen. Liaras, Tallies. Couldn't be happier with the way everybody came out. Okay, should we go back to this fight? We are a little... Oh, I've lived again. Alright, this is a no-brainer then. Damping and warp. And Saren's implants become dust.
Its shields are down. Now's our chance.
Hit it with everything we got.
Hard on my flank. We're going in.
Oh no, debris, debris.
Go!
Well, at least the trees weren't uprooted. Maybe my squad is okay. It's Eddie Lang with an Omni flashlight.
Captain Anderson, we found them. They're in here.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
You wouldn't believe it. She swapped out all my savants, gave me these crummy blue wire Omni tools instead. It was horrible. There's a smile if I've ever seen one.
We got your message, Ambassador. What's all this about?
These are strange times, Captain. The battle with Sovereign changed everything, and we need to talk about what happened to the Council.
Commander Shepard did the right thing. We had to hold our fleet back to go after Sovereign. It was the only way.
I agree, but this also presents us with an opportunity. The Council is dead. The galaxy is looking for leadership. The Citadel fleets were decimated in the attack. The losses have made the Alliance stronger. If we step forward now, nobody will be able to stop us.
You know, I've been playing this game all along thinking that the Reapers were the problem and that maybe we should deal with them. And all we did was deal with one of them. And Udina here is all he cares about is somehow that humanity is going to take over the galaxy. No, this is not what I really want.
This wasn't some plan for the Alliance to seize power. We need to work with the other races to rebuild.
Noble words, but your actions tell the real story. Ever since you became a Spectre, I've been watching you, Shepard. You're completely ruthless.
Not completely ruthless.
Sacrificing the Council assured our victory over Sovereign. The end justified the means. We humans understand that. It's what makes us stronger than the others.
What are you saying?
The galaxy needs leadership, real leadership. When a crisis hits, we can't be paralyzed by debate like the old council. The new council must rule with a single voice. It must be assembled from one species alone, humanity.
Ay, ay, ay.
The rest of the galaxy isn't just gonna bow down because we tell them to.
The other species are scared. They've never faced anything like this before. They don't know what to do. They want us to step forward. They believe in humanity because of you. Your ruthless pursuit of Saren and the Geth, your defiance of the Council, that's what humans are capable of. That's how we can defeat the Reapers. The others will follow us, Shepard. They know we're their only hope. We will have a human council with a human chairman.
The ambassador's right. I may not like it, but we can't deny the truth.
Given everything you've done, Commander, the Alliance will want to know who you think our chairman should be.
I'd like to think the Alliance would be more interested in knowing that I actually tried like hell to push for a multi-species council. I could give a damn who's chairing the thing. Though, given the choice here, I mean, I don't care means that I'm not going to choose. And that's not the way my Shepard's been playing. We've always been willing to make decisions here. But given this choice, it seems pretty easy to me what one to do. I mean, when I think of Captain Anderson, I think of Star Trek IV, Admiral Kirk being demoted back to captain because that's where he was best. You know, that's where he served best. And Anderson got kicked upstairs. My guess is because he told the council that I'd had a dream, and he tried to present that as evidence. And yeah, that didn't work out for him. But I'm thinking that he should be in command of a starship, even now. And so, no, I'm not going to condemn him to a life of sitting on a council, even if it's all humans under him. I mean, no, I would not punish somebody that much. That's why I'm always perplexed when I see other playthroughs that choose that for him. I don't know, they think because he's a good guy, he's a likable guy, that he should be rewarded with this. Well, no, that is punishment. Udina, you will be on that council.
We need someone who understands how politics really works. You've shown you know how to play this game.
He is the logical choice. So what happens now?
You two can argue politics all you want, but the Reapers are still out there. They are coming. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Shepard's right. We're headed for war with the Reapers. If we lose, it's the end of all life as we know it. And no other species in the galaxy truly understands what it will take to survive. The other races will have to follow our lead. We need to take control. It's time for humanity to rise up and seize its destiny.
What have I done? Ooh. Although it's weird, I don't ever use assault rifles, but that is a pretty good backdrop from me. Yeah, that is a good victory photo right there. Yeah, and with that, the first Mass Effect comes to a close.
I've wondered
Yeah, I wasn't going to talk through that song. No way. I love it. I mean, it's part of the game, right? I mean, you can't be chatting over that song. But yes, the game is over. So what can I say by way of review that hasn't already been said better by better players? I'll give it a try. I felt this game, with respect to story, was right up there with the best of the Myst games. Riven was my favorite of that. And yeah, I mean, just as satisfying, just as rewarding in a sense. The the main difference between, say, Riven and this game is the fact that when you're done with Riven, you put it away and you're done and you've solved it, because there really is this one playthrough that you can make with Riven. This game is massively replayable. I mean, when you think about the choices you can make, I just listed a few off here: the class, the specialization, the background, the way you play, your play style, which gun you pick, which armors, how you manage your inventory and modify these things, what squad mates you select on any given mission, what morality decisions do you make when it comes to who lives and who dies, how you level up your character, who you romance in the game. I mean, you just think of these are just things that have multiple ways to vary, and you can just imagine the hundreds of playthroughs you could concoct, each of which would be different. Just love that about this game. Characters that you meet here, you care about. Mostly I'm thinking about the ones that I kept alive, but even some of the ones that ended up dying, I was kind of either missing or sad about, like Chairman Burns. I struggled with that one quite a bit because I wasn't able to save him in this playthrough. But yeah, I mean, and the squad mates that I've kept all along here, and other people that helped us, I care greatly about them, and I can't wait to see them again in future games. The worlds that we got to explore, the Mako was really pretty fun. We got to climb pyramids. We got to see animals like cows, including one that stole from me, and beetles, and little baby beetles. I mean, the world was amazingly rich. I mean, the worlds were hills and little roads and different colors and different skies, but I give some amount of leeway with respect to budget and the sense of who knows how good this game is going to be, what kind of following it's going to get. Do the best we can within the budget we have and see if we can make it work. So yeah, I mean, there's just lots of little things about the story and setting that I love. I have ranted, of course, throughout this playthrough. I had a rant after Pharaohs, I had a rant after Novaria, but only because I love this game. I mean, if I didn't love this game, I wouldn't rant, because I wouldn't care. I think about little ways that the game could have even been better, and that's where my rants came from. So, little things, but they didn't really, in the end, distract me too much from wanting to keep playing. Combat. This really is my first shooter, and so I really have nothing to compare it to. And I have to say, after having played it now a number of times, the only thing that still kind of gets me is cover. It still kind of throws me. I mean, when I'm in a tight space, it's like honey on everything. I'm sticking to everything. And yet, in other places where, like, you're in a door frame and it's not really flush with the rest of the wall, the game just can't figure out what you want to do, and you can't go into cover. So it's either working or it isn't, and it's kind of annoying that way. But otherwise, I've found it completely reasonable. I mean, gunning, the overheat method, modification method, the way you can modify the way that bullets work. I mean, I came to like it, and so we'll see. I mean, I think it's going to be a big learning curve to Mass Effect 2 and probably again to Mass Effect 3. And I'm wondering if after Mass Effect 3, if I come back here and play this game, whether I'm going to be like, wow, how could I stand this? I don't know. We'll see. But that's really all I want to say about cover. Lastly, about this game, I'm going to go ahead and put up my PowerPoint. So this was the final slide that I came up with. If you've seen this popping up and you missed that the first time when I popped it up and explained it, this really was meant to be all of the ways, all of the impacts that not being able to charm or intimidate at a particular spot would have. And you can see I categorize them: fails, the annoys, and the who cares. And really, in the end, it seemed to me that it really wasn't a big problem being able to get to the end of the game, not having spent any points in Charm or Intimidate. So now that I've played, and now that I can potentially say, okay, what if you could rewrite the rules now? I mean, the rules were I wasn't going to spend any points, right? Here's what I would change. After I reached advanced first aid for my Sentinel, I would declare at that point that the Sentinel build was sufficiently optimized that I wouldn't have to spend any more points. And that arrived at level 54, which means 55, 56, 57. Those are the 3 levels up that I achieved before hitting the end game. I could then spend those 3 points however I wanted. And what I would do probably on a replay is consider putting them in Charm or Intimidate. If I put them into Intimidate, here's what I could change about this PowerPoint slide. I could remove the Can't Save, Charm, and Burns because the 5 points needed there, I'd have them. I would remove the Can't Persuade Laura Keen to Testify because the 5 points needed there, I'd have them. And I'd remove the Can't Persuade Dr. Cohen to give details of the toxin because the 7 points I needed there, I'd have them. Everything else I would have to leave, I think. I mean, the Who Cares I didn't really study because in a lot of cases the Who Cares were actually, I felt that sometimes by not taking the Charm or Intimidate option you were better off. You either had more XP or something, better story maybe. So yeah, I think I would change those 3 things, and the rest I would be okay with. I mean, I would like to save Major Kyle and Corporal Toombs as well, but actually with 7 Intimidate that isn't enough. You need 8 for both of those cases. So, and John I just never really cared about because you need 10 there anyway. So yeah, that would be it. So in a way, I wouldn't really change that much, I think. But the one nice thing about having spent that 1 point in Intimidate to get 5 means I wouldn't have to cheat at that Elitania anymore. I wouldn't need to pump that monkey for paragon points because I would be able to get them in other ways. So okay, all right, so what's the future now for Anja? Yeah, Anja is not dead, of course. She is fired up about this Reaper problem, and she will be playing Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, and I am hoping to be able to record those. This was kind of a big project. I started this in May, and it's now December, and I spent a lot of time. A lot of my free time was spent in this thing. I loved it. That means that's why it didn't bother me. But Anja was my 4th Shepherd, and I really want to get through the game with 5 more Shepherds because there's other things I haven't done yet. I haven't played as a Vanguard. I haven't played as an Infiltrator. I played as a Soldier, but I didn't have a bonus talent, so I want to do that. I want to take Lift. I haven't played as a Nemesis as a specialization. I'm going to play the Adept Nemesis, and I'll take Decryption in that case. I haven't played... Well, I played Sentinel, obviously, with Anja as a kind of a long-range character using the sniper rifle. Well, I want to play again as a Sentinel, but this time I'm going to be a Bastion. I'm going to take shotguns, so I'm going to play up close as a Sentinel. That could be a lot of fun. Plus, I've also kind of laid out love interests for the future games. I have one Shepherd that's going to stay with Liara all the way through, one that's going to pick up romance Caden as soon as he possibly can. I have one that's going to romance Jacob, and then when he dumps us, she'll move on to James. I have one that's going to romance Kelly, and when she can't be romanced anymore, she will move on to Samantha. And I have one that is going to romance Jack, because why not? And then I have one that's going to romance Garrus as soon as she possibly can. One that's going to romance Thane as soon as she can. One will romance nobody, and then he'll be waiting for Steve Cortez to free up. And finally, I've got one that's going to romance Morinth, because, well, of course, you have to romance Morinth at least once in your lifetime. And when she's no longer available, she will move on to Javik. So yeah, that isn't everybody. That isn't all the possible combinations, but those are the ones I want to play through. So yeah, I got a lot of work to do, and I can't wait. I really can't wait to get this done and move on. So it's going to be a while before I have any Mass Effect 2 being uploaded with Anja here, because I will have to have... I'm not going to be playing Mass Effect 2 blind, believe me. Probably after I get through... It should probably be the 4th playthrough on Mass Effect 2. So yeah, it could be a good time. But you know, that's the nice thing about not having a big subscriber base, or any, for that matter. So nobody's gonna be waiting around complaining about me not uploading. So, okay, I guess that's it. Yeah, I loved it. I'm really glad that you stuck around, and hope you look forward to Mass Effect 2. So yeah, I guess this is time to say goodbye. Until next time, Core Matrix signing off.